What's up, friends? Getting ready to head out on day 25. Sorry, no video since the beer mile debacle. Some of you know or don't know, I've been on the road to Colorado. I drove to Colorado on the 4th. So I did get a run in Missouri when I stopped. And then over the last week or so, I've been doing a little bit of work. That's kind of why I'm here first. And then the family came in. It's been very different with the altitude, elevation change. To be honest, I didn't want to carry around gear because every run, not survival, but just a lot of unknowns. I don't know where I'm going, don't want to get lost, so a lot of it's been getting some miles in. Check out the stats at the end of this video. I have done more elevation change in like a week than I have in the last like 2 years combined. It's been crazy. Usually on Long Island, my elevation change is coming down like my porch. Like Long Island's really flat. You see that. I'm doing 1 mile, 2 miles at change of like 7 feet. Here, virtually impossible, but the Airbnb I'm staying in, and I'm here for like another week, there's a nice running trail right out the backyard. So I'm putting my shoes on, like literally right on the running trail. The last couple days I've been just doing like a mile or so, and that's been really, really nice. But it's maybe like 25, 50 feet of change. The major thing from New York, I'm kind of like acclimated. I think I'm at like 5,200 feet here in Westminster, which is just a little north of Denver in between Boulder. The main thing is the lack of humidity. So like everything has water here. Where I used to know on Long Island, I could go out even when it was like 85, 90 degrees, and I could go just get a mile and maybe even 2, and I really wouldn't need water. Here, the air is so dry. I think at home right now in the summers, it's averaging like 70 to 80% humidity. Where here, we're talking like 15 to 17. The dry heat reminds me of my days in Arizona. So it's hotter. Like right now, I think it's like 92 or 93 degrees out, which is fine because it's dry. But like literally after like a quarter mile, it's like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty. And then on top of that, you don't really sweat. So you don't realize like how much water you're losing here. So that was something that I had to battle. So if you're going somewhere at altitude or somewhere with a different humidity, definitely take it slow the first couple days you got here. I tried to like go a little bit hard when I first got here and I got my butt kicked. You know, and I ended up walking a little bit, getting used to all this. But now being here for over a week, things are going very, very well. So it's something to consider, and I just wanted to bring you along with that journey. So like right now, the biggest transition has been the dry air. I'm used to the altitude, definitely not running as fast. It's harder to run, but like when I first got here, it was just brutal. Like I could not breathe. I would walk heavy and I would like be completely out of breath. So with that said, this is also like a little bit of a recovery week, 4th week, day 25. So been just keeping it light. I'm gonna shoot for like 8 or 9 miles this week. So today probably go out for like maybe a mile and a quarter. We'll see. It is hot, it is noon. The kids are down for a nap. And yeah, so I'll bring you along for that journey and then we'll chat a little bit when I get back. I will say too, it's a lot different here. There's so many like fitter people. So the trails are a lot crowded, more crowded. There's more people out and about. So also the reason why I haven't really filmed is there's a little bit of self-consciousness. At home, I know like having the camera and you know, I have this on a tripod, but like here, when I'm like setting up shots and stuff, people are riding their bikes, walking by like, who the fuck is this chubby kid that's like filming himself running? But maybe they just gotta subscribe and figure it out. And I just realized I forgot my watch. All right, video take 2. Just stopping quick, hitting up water. And I did want to say, I told so many people that like think it's not okay to walk during runs. Dude, if it's 95 degrees out with 10% humidity at altitude and you're from somewhere else, walk. Maybe I won't walk the whole thing, but I also want to show you this because what I'm coming up to probably doesn't do it any justice, but this right here, that might as well be Everest to a Long Islander. But when we get to the top, I don't know if you could see the mountains. We'll get a little view. With the elevation change, there is views. So if you do work hard and get to the top, I think that's probably about 100 feet when I looked yesterday. You get yourself a nice rewarding view. Gonna have another sip of water, take another walk, and that's about it. But don't be afraid to walk. Anybody tells you walking's not allowed during your runs, just being an asshole. So I haven't really run this far on this trail, and I wanted to head up over there so I get that view I promised you. But then I just realized, if I want to do that, I gotta run down there and then run back up there, which, like I said, camera doesn't do justice, but I gotta be on this side of this wash. So like I said, I wanna get right up there. Oh, you see my finger. I wanna get right up there. Hopefully get a view of the mountain. So just for the video, I'm gonna run down this dumb shit, back up the other side, and try and get to that viewpoint way over there for you. Like I said, I don't know if there's perspective, but now I'm at the bottom of this thing. I gotta go back up here now. Let's do this. I'm almost there. Something else I just realized, that I'm definitely a tourist. When I do this in the morning, this trail, bikes, like a freeway, people running. Right now in the middle of the day, when it is hot, there is not a person in sight. I'm the only donkey that's gonna run out here when it's close to 100 degrees. But I got my water, and I'm walking when I need to. To the top, baby. Well, you learn something new every day. At the top of this is a reservoir. Look at this. Oh man, there's the mountains. Sorry about that building, but oh man. And when I tell you, I don't know if you could tell, crystal clear. Wow. This is why we run to the top, guys. Also, I'm really surprised with this water in the background. Colorado, they protect their reservoirs and stuff like it's natural drinking water. Drinking out of tap here is totally normal, which you can do in New York. Upstate's probably a little cleaner than down, but like there's no boating, really no swimming in these reservoirs. There's a lot of algae blooms, which make things a little dangerous too, but this is, I assume that this is primarily used for drinking water. It's kind of how they can be kind of a desert in the summer, not a lot of rain, because they get a lot of snowfall, and then it catches in these reservoirs. So you'll literally be running on a dry, random hike or running along a trail, and then boom, you see this huge body of water, and you're like, oh, that's where they get their drinking water. But man, the mountains, I never get sick of the mountains. I think we go around this way. There's some that even still have snow on them, which is a little bit of a mind fuck because it's 100 degrees. It shouldn't be 100 degrees and you'd be able to see snow. So let me show you that view. So maybe I gotta zoom, but yeah, like right there, that's all snow top. No idea how high they are. Probably over 14,000, I assume. But I keep asking myself the question, maybe you guys can leave in the comments. Is it 32 degrees up there? Is it 60 and there was just a lot of snow? Is it 30? What do you think the temperature is up there in the Rockies? But here comes the thumbnail pic. You know, and being up high, I realized that I'm kind of screwed. I have to do that hill again. I was hoping this trail would loop back around. But as you can see, here's the wash that I crossed over on that bridge. So looks like I got to run back the way I came from. But luckily, it'll be all downhill. But I will say this made the run worth it. Wow, it's so awesome. So it's maybe a little bouncy, so I apologize, but I did want to say, like, don't get it twisted. I still hate running. I hate running a lot. But one of the good things about running, it allows you to cloud your mind of all the stupid bullshit that goes on. I do love that. Whatever's going on in your life, you know, work, friends, bullshit, you always feel better when you get back from a run. It's natural endorphins, you know? So I at least love it for that. And then, sorry, super bouncy, huh? But I really love it when you go other places. It is a great way to explore. I would never have seen that if I wasn't like, I'm gonna go for a run. I wouldn't have walked this far. So whether you're walking or whatever, and if you hate running like me, just know that there's at least a little bit of endorphin high. And when I'm out here, all I'm thinking about is how thirsty I am, how hot it is, and how much I hate running. And all those things are still better than bullshit. All those things are still better than work. Or they say like a bad day of fishing is still better than a good day of working. I think it's true. A bad run is still much better than a good day at work. Let's go. All right, back on the other side of the wash. Cool thing is too, this is like about where I run to. So I do know the rest of the way is downhill. So metaphorically, I'm going downhill to the end of my run, but literally I'm going downhill to the end of my run as well, which, damn. And I know that watching these videos, you probably can't tell if I've been a mile or 10. I mean by the sweat on my shirt. Currently right now I'm at 2.11 miles, but not that far from home, because when I film, I gotta set the camera up, run by the camera, stop, turn the camera around, go back. So I probably added, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile or so, just because I'm videoing it. But am I using this as an excuse to walk because I don't want the video to be doing this while I'm running? Yeah! If I wasn't filming and talking to y'all right now, I'd probably be running. So I got about a half mile to go. This is gonna wrap up at about 2.6, I'd say. We'll have a quick chat and then see some stats over the last, probably 10 days or so. And you can see what I've been doing. I will say this before I forget. I can't make videos every day, obviously, you know that. But if you want to see every day, I track every day on Strava. It's a bike riding app, STRVA. You can search Brad Finn. I am private, request me. I see it at least every day. I'll let you in. If you get creepy, I'll block you. All right, no more jabbing along. Let's get home. All right, that's a wrap. Let's see, I got 2.8 miles. I'm not sure the elevation change when I'm running. I just took a time mile, so I'll see all that when I upload it. Thanks for joining, guys. Like, subscribe only. Like, I need to get to 500 subs so I can leave community posts, and 100 so I can live stream. I love to live stream or run, so give a thumbs up, but definitely subscribe if you want to join the next year or so of running a mile every single day.